Welcome back to another pruning and training video of fig trees. This is a very special and one of the favorite varieties that I have in a collection, Smith Becknell. Today is February 24 of 24. And for a reason, this is one of the favorites of many fig growers in the United States. This tree has many good qualities. It is productive, has good resistance to splitting, better than some of the premium varieties like Black Madeira, and it just tastes delicious. So for that reason, I'm going to propagate this particular tree. I'm going to stand next to it so you can see the size. I did pot this one in a 10-gallon grow bag, and perhaps in the future I will give it even maybe a larger, maybe 15-gallon grow bag. Let me turn it around so you can see. It is probably the largest tree that I have right now, except my hardy Chicago, which is much older. But this year I'm gonna have it spread even more and become even wider and taller. Let's take a look of this tree up close. First, I think I'm gonna try to remove this bamboo stake. It was staked for 2 years, and you can see the trunk is very straight, very nice. So let's see how's it gonna go. Sometimes after releasing zip tie, the trunk will move, and it did a little bit, but I think it's gonna be fine. The tree doesn't have to be perfectly straight, I just like it, I don't know. I'm gonna untie this bag, and we can take also a look at the soil. I had received questions about watering, and so let's take a look. Most of my trees, actually all of these trees that I had here, I did not water since they were put in the storage. So the last water they had was from the rain, just at a time when they were losing their leaves. And still, this tree probably is 36-7 pounds, around there. And you can see from the surface that, oops, I almost dropped this, that this media is still moist. And one thing that I really like to see, and I'm going to point out to this, let me just get you even closer. I just want to show you the surface. I am growing my trees organically, and so I like to see fungal activity in my grow bags, in my media, and you can see those white stringy patches all around the soil. This is all fungal activity, this stringy mycelium on a surface. Let me just show you up close. So this is what I really like to see in my media. I have nothing against growers that use synthetic fertilizers. I see that many have really great success. I just had chosen to do everything organically in my backyard. And now let's take a look of this particular tree. it is very vigorous. Just want to see if you can see the whole tree from the... So it starts sending shoots pretty much at every node. I think at the beginning I had removed, and I can see there remnants of the branches. At every node it started to grow, and so even this one here I had pruned and they started sending new shoot. So it is very vigorous variety. Let's take a look at the scaffolds. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. This one has 6 scaffolds, and I left them all since I want this tree to be a larger tree, and some of these lower ones I will remove. I want to propagate this tree, and this will be, for example, air layered. Again, this small branch here on the top, perhaps this one here in the back. So all of these branches that I'm leaving now, they will be air layered. And really here I do not have much work. I kind of looked before I started making video what I can do here. The only thing that I can pretty much improve is the spreading of this third scaffold. Move it away from this top one so they have more space. So let's do that. I really like using wire like this. Okay, and now you can see that this is moved over here. However, it gets closer to that. So I'm gonna also use a spreader. Let's see, something like this maybe. Okay, and then on the top I can perhaps maybe bring these two a little bit more closer to each other. So let's see, like that. All right, now let's take a look at the balance. And I do like this much better. Now you can see that all of these branches are not shading each other, even they are more than on my mostly 3 scaffolding trees. This is still good. And in this case, this front, I can see that this pretty much half is well filled with branches, and these 3, they have to grow. If I remove these 2, they still have to fill this space around here. So I will position my tree to face south on this side. This is what I can recommend, looking from the side. These smaller branches now will receive maximum sun exposure and they will grow faster. If they were behind these front taller branches with more foliage, of course, they will be in a shade. So always position your trees accordingly to which side you like to have more exposure, in this case, if you want to grow those branches. And this is pretty much all that I can do for this tree. I don't want to prune anything. It looks just perfect in my opinion. I'm going to just point out that tips are already, the buds are breaking. Some of them have even leaves showing, like this one there. And on some of those there is even some fruit right here and also on the top. So possibly from this, I'm going to show you here. So there is a figlet there, here, and there. These are main crop from last year, from summer pruning that I did in July, August. And I would not consider this to be breba. So I'm gonna see if they're gonna stay, and if they will ripen. They will be very nice to see. A very early crop on this tree. And that's it. This was Smith Becknell, and thank you for watching.